all people that got something on their mind. That's all I'm asking. Everybody say what they want to say, but everybody needs to bring it down. And pound on the table, that's not going to get resolved. That's what they want us to do. They want us to act like you're super media. You're not relating to it. Everybody's not vibing like that. Okay?
Right. Please state your name and your address for the record. Make your comments, and we'll let every person that wants to speak will have the right to speak. We're going to give everybody the opportunity. We have to be respectful and thank you, ma'am, for your comments.
My name is Aaron Moore, 1607 Taylor Avenue. I brought my nephews up here so I could put a face to Antoine Rose. Could have easily been them that got killed. We're sitting here for peaceful, we're sitting here as citizens because the mayor asked us to come. I grew up in New Kensington. I lived in New Kent all my life. I just moved to Arnold 2 years ago. I grew up in the projects with a single mom, my sister, well, me and my two sisters. 14 years old, I was an alcoholic. 18 years old, I was wrongly accused by the New Kensington police. As I got older, I decided to change my life around. I decided to speak for my community. And I'll continue to speak for my community. And we'll continue to do this. And although you would like this to go away, we're not going away. We'll be here next month. We'll be here a month after that. We're not going away until Mayor Piconi is gone. So if we can have the firemen, we can use this hall September, October, November, December, until May. You'll see us. Arnold can't run as long as you're in office. At all. Because we'll be here. You know, us, and me as a black man, I'm tired of hearing I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. You meant everything. When you posted that, you meant that. You meant it. This is for somebody to see it, and I have somebody here for you. Come on, y'all. Yeah. So my name is George Justice. I don't want to expose you. And if anyone else up there has the same thoughts, please don't put them on social media because I'll expose you too. You meant everything that you said. And if I did not share it and it did not take off, you would stand behind what you said. You took the time to type that out. That was in your mind. How long has that been in your mind? You thought that, you didn't say you were going to catch any heat behind it, but you did. That's what it was. And when you said they don't have jobs, that's why they're,
Who's that?
who is them? Because I'm pretty sure you're talking about black people. That's what you're talking about. That's the majority of the protesters. Stop. Just stop. You said what you said. You wanted to bring out the fire hoses. Why? How symbolic is that? How symbolic are fire hoses in correlation with black people? You were alive around. You were around when that was happening. Back in the 60s, you were around, so you know what you were saying. And I'm really happy that all these people are angry with you right now, because you don't deserve to be here. Y'all couldn't even stand up. Y'all couldn't even stand up. So, I thank you guys for having me here. I'm 110% unapologetic about what I'm saying right now. I don't fear y'all. I'm not scared of y'all. Y'all can look me up. I'll be here. Thank you. Besides him, the citizens spoke. I think we have over 600 signatures. That we like to give you and ask you to resign today.
We want to hear about it.
And I know Councilwoman Vernon said enough is enough. Let's get over it and let Arnold continue on and and heal, I guess. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Sir, I'd just like to say one thing. Unfortunately, when you make a statement to the media, they don't always print everything. I believe that a lot of you are fake news. I have stated on more than one occasion my feelings about the mayor retaining her seat as mayor. I disagree. And I'm going to tell you all one of the reasons why. When excuse me? When I was 7 years old, we moved to Columbia, South Carolina. And what I saw in the 60s as a child in Columbia, South Carolina, and then Atlanta, Georgia, where we moved to next, has made a profound feeling on me that I will never, ever, ever forget. I have based my life on what I saw in the 60s in the South. It broke my heart then. It breaks my heart now to remember that anybody could ever be so cruel to other people.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to start anything. I'm not trying to embarrass anyone, but I will not have you good people think that when I said enough is enough, it's time to get on with city business, what I meant was it is time, in my opinion, for the mayor to resign.
We're asking the city council board to do the same. If we can have a resolution to censure the mayor, if I can put a resolution to censure the mayor, or if you guys can take a vote.
Gotta live in Arnold. Gotta live in Arnold. She has to resign. Take a vacation.
I'd like everybody to know that everyone up here had publicly asked the mayor to resign. Everyone, every council person up here. I want it to be. At this time, I'd like to make a motion that our solicitor write a letter to the governor and the Senate to ask for her removal.
I have a question for you. You said that it wasn't your intention to harm anybody or make anybody feel any type of way or offend anybody or anything. Have you not seen not one picture from the Civil Rights Movement? Have you not? You posted pictures. So you said to turn a hose on peaceful protesters. You're a disgrace to the city of Arnold. That is so disgraceful. Look at all these people out here once you've gone. White and black. disgusted to tell somebody where I'm from until you got an office.
My name is Bettina Harvey. I live at 1222 Victoria Avenue. I think your comments were disgusting. I think they speak to your character. I think they fully explain why your son was able to abuse his power as a police officer. Because I witnessed your son brutalize my brother while he was handcuffed, face down, collapsed his lung, broke his ribs. My brother was not resisting. He was saying, "Sir, I cannot breathe." And your son told him, "Shut the fuck up. You will breathe when I say you can't." So, the apple does not fall far from the tree, and you need to get your ass out of office, Ms. Mayor.
Let the people talk, please. Let the comments continue, please.
Good evening. Good evening. This is going to give the mayor a little break from all of this until I'm done. Then you can continue working on it. My name is Mary Ann Tambiora. I'm a lifelong tax-paying resident of the city of Arnold. In obtaining an occupancy permit, and I mean lifelong, my family has lived here for over 90 years. Okay? We've tax-paid. We started this town before half of the council was even born. But anyway, I went to get an occupancy permit, and it was discovered that my storage was not being routed properly.
Right on, sister.
If I have received quotes, and I have had 4 camera, whatever they do, these plumbers taking pictures of the pipes, I've had 4 of them at like $175 a piece. We'll deal with that. Okay? Now I have plumbers, bonded plumbers, one from the south, one from the north area. Oh, thank you. But the local ones don't really want to touch it because they're aware of a lot of the restrictions that you put on these plumbers. In order to get my dye test completed, the quotes that I've gotten from 2 bonded plumbers, reputable people, $14,000 to $17,000 to dig up my street. And hey, they did the street, the neighbor next door to me. I didn't see no bonded plumbers on there. I didn't see nothing, and my porch is right there, and I'm a little cigarette smoker and drinker, so I watched them the whole time, and it's like ridiculous. I wouldn't even know what it was. But anyway, to get back to the problem, I'm unable at this time to take on $16,000 or $20,000 to sell my house. Now, how many of you have houses in Arnold, and how many of you would show out $16,000? Oh, they're having the same problems in Pittsburgh.
I gotta know, I got a lawyer that will fight City Hall. You got to Pittsburgh, get yourself a lawyer. Yeah, can we I've been doing it for 4 years.
Yeah, but I have lost 2 sales on my house. I am ready. What are we supposed to do? Does Arnold want me to desert the house along with every other house in Arnold? You know? And that's all they can do. That's all they want us to do. They don't want the taxes. They don't want anything to help us out. They don't want anything. I mean, taxes for all of this town would help in some way. I mean, I'm 81. I don't live in this area anymore. My house is deserted, and I'm trying to keep up with it. I've lost one sale because of this, and I'm about to lose the second sale. Unless Arnold can find it in their heart to help out or help solve the burden. I'm an Arnold resident. We've been in Arnold. This house we've lived in for 70 years. I mean, I think we deserve a break. It's upkept. It'll follow the occupancy code. Whatever they said was wrong, we corrected. I even had an FHA, you know how they come in for buyers. They came in, we corrected that situation, everything. The only problem I have, and I can't sell my house, it's either sell or desert, I guess. Because I'm not going to give it away. With the house prices in Arnold today, what can you do? You take $13,000 off of a sale of a house. What are you looking at? Nothing. I paid more than that in taxes in these many years, you know? So I'm hoping that some way, somehow, in the very near future, because if I'm lucky, I can save the sale of my house. The closing was set for August the 10th. I'm hoping that Arnold can find it in their heart for a lifelong old resident, and I mean I'm old, to do this and help us out. Please consider this, take it on, do whatever you want. It's a beautiful house, but I need the help and I need it now. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Oh, one more thing. I am the third house on the block with problems. My house is in the 1800 block of Woodlawn Avenue. The house next door to me had the same problem. They sort of kind of dug up their street too. I don't think they shelled out that kind of money. But anyway, now after all of this, I thank you very much. It's time for the rest of the people to get back to the mayor.
You know good.
Mayor Perkins, can I ask you to stand up? I need to see your face when I ask you this question because I'm hoping that you'll give me an answer. Before you resign, I need to ask you a question. Notice I said before you resign because that's what I'm expecting by the end of this question. You said that you apologized to anybody that might have been offended. Anybody in this room might have been offended? I think everybody in this room was offended. My question to you, hold on 1 second. My question to you was, if you didn't mean to offend anybody, tell me what you looked up to Google that picture. I'll wait.
That's a good question.
The picture that you posted,
Yeah, that's a good
if you
question.
didn't want to offend anybody, what did you do to find that picture? I'll wait, take your time. And you can give me that answer with your resignation, I'd appreciate it.
Please give her a mic.
Excuse me?
I don't remember what I Googled, and I apologize for the fact.
If you apologize, tell me what you Googled. I can't remember. Okay, so I'll take that as an I resign.
Your search warrant has a history. News tomorrow, front page. I don't remember.
You know you did wrong. You know what
Yeah, that's what we have in common.
And I said I did wrong. Yes, I did say I did.
If we didn't tell a child who's going across Facebook to see him later, this role model, that's the picture of that. Do you have any relatives that went through something like that? You represent Arnold. We put you in office. I trust you. You represent the community. And you're ignorant. Do something like that. Your child also is working for Arnold. This is not professional.
It was not.
It was.
No, it's not.
I'm going to tell you what I had to go through. I'm far from racist. Okay, I can show you my own family from Fifth Avenue, J Caucasian, family's going on right here. Got some Indians over here, and she got hands, so Indian over there. I got over here to show everybody in my family. I picked up my child from school. My children, excuse me. Me and my son and my children are riding down the street. He said, well, what is going on over here? I explained to my 7-year-old child what the hell racism was and where it came from and where it started from. My son is beautiful, 7-year-old Chandra. Beautiful child. Beautiful. I do not want him to experience anything like that. I don't want no social media, none of that. But for you to do something like that, and you're a woman in office, you don't want to resign, you need to not go to sleep tonight. You need to walk down the streets tonight. Show your face in Arnold and keep walking the streets. You won't feel what you put on Facebook. This room ain't even half of what you want to experience if you keep staying in office. Say yourself the most heartbreaking. You're not going to be less of a woman to resign. That'll show the respect that you have for us. That's what you owe us. You owe us that. If you didn't think you owe us that, you never should have posted it. Am I right or wrong? That's like he putting on Facebook about the Ku Klux Klan. Right? Right or wrong, girl? I mean,
I didn't hear the first part of it.
That's like me posting something racist on my Facebook, right? And then being somebody that has statue in office like you are.
It was not meant to be racist.
Mr. Coney, Mayor, it wasn't, you didn't have people say it wasn't meant. But your actions showed more. We know what you can say anything. People take everything on Facebook all day long. But you posted a picture like that. And then you also made remarks behind it. So you believe 100% of what you posted. And I'm far from racist. You actually dragged me out of my home and to something like this. So how am I supposed to go around representing you and you're not representing me? Only that's the because you're not going to sleep. You're not, it's going to eat at you. If I was that, it's going to eat
I was just sitting here thinking about your apology and whatnot. I'm going to ask this question, but I don't really expect you to answer. It's not even really a question, though. I don't really understand how a sincere apology like that had to be, you know, read from a paper, and you really seemed unsure as to what you were saying.
Well, I read it from the paper, so I remember to say everything I was
But you don't need to remember what's in your heart. Your heart is with you. You know, would you like, well, let me ask you this. What are you sorry for? Why are you apologetic? Why was it wrong what you said? Well then, I'm just going to ask you the question, why are you apologetic? Why is it you're sorry for what it is that you said? Because it seems like a quick turnaround to have a quick change of heart.
Well,
what was wrong?
we all are human. We all make mistakes. I made a mistake.
Please. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you at all.
I said we're all human. We all make mistakes.
Oh, of course you all make mistakes. You didn't know we were all human before that. I also don't understand why you don't think it would have been offensive. I don't need to bring up any memories, but everybody knows when hoses and stuff was used before, and like other people said, you were around for that. So I don't understand why you wouldn't think that would offend anybody. You know, and another thing that really bothers me, because I saw your statements on Facebook. Another thing that bothers me is that you prefaced it before the pictures, before you said bring the hose out. You prefaced it with, I understand that some of these protesters are peaceful. So, like, I just don't understand. Like, it didn't matter what they was doing, why they was doing it, what matter they were going about doing it. Just turn the hoses on them, just shut them up. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and accuse you of being a racist, but I'm going to say that what you said was very racially insensitive. You know? And I just don't understand any of these things. if your apology is sincere and you're not going to resign, then what I challenge you to do is to do something for the part of the community that would have been offended. We have a big problem here with, unused talents for a lot of the youth. We're basically raising the next generation of, I hate to say of criminals and whatnot, but this is just because there's nothing for them to do to replace this time where they've learned these things. If you're really sincere about your apology, then I challenge you to do something for these people. Like we were talking about the black grant, going to the rec center and going out and but that's it. I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to say what I had to say. I'm sorry. You going to say something?
Will you?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Will you come to my office and meet with me?
Yes, I would love to.
Don't keep Kanye West. Trying to call him Trump Kanye West, you man.
My name's Laura.
Speak to the public.
Can you say your name again?
Laura Warner Norman. I am the daughter of the late William Warner, and I just want you to hear me when I say this. I put my father to rest yesterday, and I was so moved by what you said to come here today that I had to come here and speak, especially for him. He was a humanitarian. He fought against people like you just because he knew our community better. And I'm proud of the community, Arnold. When I look out here and I see the diversity on this floor of people who knew and know that that's wrong, people may want to say, you're racist. You are. And that you recognize it now is where we need you to step up and do the honorable thing, which is to resign. We teach our kids when they make mistakes, you apologize, there's consequences. You have to face yours. That's all there is to it. You knew when you put it up there that was wrong, you just didn't think anyone would see it. For you to have that picture and reference a time where we had almost 1,000 youth stumbled, hosed, bit by dogs, people lost their families, kids lost their lives. That led up to the bombing of a church where 4 children died. That's what you brought out. That's what you did. And for you to sit here and say you apologize, it's not accepted. Not at all. Not by any means. You can't apologize. People's comments really shows that you really don't care. And you're trying to get through this and you think it's going to go away. And it's not. Clearly, people are speaking up and they're letting you know that it's not going away. And I applaud you, Mr. McKinley. I really think you do need to write a letter because I've already started writing my letter. It's going to happen, and it's better for you to do it and take responsibility for your actions. That's where you will have the most respect from me anyway. I don't know about anybody else, but if you take responsibility for your actions, step down with somebody who can lead all their constituency in Arnold, that's what you need to do.
First of all, I'd like to say something. I was a leader. My name is Hank Commodore. I was a leader. All these students all over. First of all, I'd like to give God all the praise and the glory. That's why we're all here. I'd like to humble myself. You made that statement. And I love all of you. It's sensitive. My brother was murdered. Up in 4 cities, shot in the back, cold-blooded murder. But we didn't fight violence for violence. We fought violence for faith, wisdom, and love to the Holy Spirit. And we didn't deserve to get hosed down or anything like that, or none of these other people do. What you have to do is fight with your heart and humble yourself. Because wisdom is you humble yourself with knowledge and wisdom. And when you humble yourself, you start to cry, and that cleanses you. Then you start all over following the Holy Spirit. Now, these young kids here need to hear good things, not bad things. When you stand up for your rights, that's a good thing. Anybody that stands up for their rights, I don't care if you're black, white, green, purple, blue, Catholic, Protestant, Baptist, or whatever, you stand up for your rights. And these people are standing up for which rights? These comments that they made in the room are very good. Everybody here, black, white, green, purple, blue, whatever, together is what these little kids need to hear that. The positive things. And I got to give you credit
on the council because you're enablers if you believe the same thing he does. And I give you this honor too for standing up and saying you do not believe in that kind of thing. And you should not go out anywhere. You know what? When my brother got killed, it hurt us a lot. It really did. And I was mad at a lot of people. But you know, God put it in my heart to come out with these teachers. Says, get on board with love, with the heart in the middle. In the back it says, stop the violence with wisdom. With the sun shining on all the darkness. And we're all walking together as one. And what that means is not that you want to be on board, but are you staying on board with love and kindness for all of us? So it's about all of us. If we let this happen, we're enablers to it. So I want everybody to keep on fighting for these young kids and teach them the right thing to do. If you do not make those type of comments, if you do not do those type of things, when you get up and you say, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize, you shouldn't have to read it from a paper. It comes from the heart, it comes from the soul. That's what the students is going to be about. So I hope we get all these things together. And you go home and pray about this situation. Because a lot of mistakes I've made myself. But I've thought about it and I've humbled myself. And when you humble yourself, you really mean it. So I pray for this everything to work out, and you do the right thing, and everybody on the council do the right thing. Because these people right here are doing the right thing by standing up for their rights.
Resident of Arnold. And Mayor County, I am speaking directly to you. Again, my name is Brenda Smith. I'm a resident of Arnold and Marion County. I am speaking directly to you. As you can see, I'm an African American female. I have a job, I work, I pay taxes, and I'm a veteran. As a result of your campaign, I had faith in you, I had belief in you, and I voted for you. As a result of your evil, racist rant, I have lost faith in you, I don't believe in you, and you have no business in office. You do not, under any circumstances, deserve to represent us. And as far as your an apology is something you say to somebody when you did not need to say or commit an act. You meant every evil word that came out of your mouth. Additionally, where I come from, where a lot of these people come from, you cannot unring a bell. You can take your Facebook account down, but you cannot unring a bell. I am one of many people that want you out of office and is going to fight feverishly to get you out because you don't deserve us. Thank you.
All right. My name is Buckley Williams. I live at 1507 Leishman. I want to make my statement simple and plain. I was taught When someone shows you who they are, believe them. You showed us who you were when you made them comments. So now, your PR statement isn't accepted, but your resignation will be.
Avenue in Arnold. I'm Chelsea Booker. I live on 3rd Avenue in Arnold. Once you open a wound, you can't re-close it. If somebody pushes me down and I get cut, can they say sorry to close it? No, they can't. So therefore, you can't say sorry to get over it. Like, why do you believe that you should still sit there and be our mayor? Yes, I do. I want an answer. Like, why do you believe that if you respect us and you care about us as much as you say you do, and you have repeated numerous times in the numerous apologies that you've given, and they all been different, but as the numerous apologies that you've given, why can't you resign? What makes you say that you are worthy to sit in the chair and be the face of Arnold? Because when people think of Arnold, they think of Mayor Saccone. They don't think of the things that we do here, the people that are here. You know what I mean? Yes, the people coming together to stand up against you. So why do you feel like you should sit there and be the person that we say, yes, this is who represents us? And I'm not trying to attack you. I don't want you to feel attacked, but I just want to know, because I need some type of clarification or justification, because I can't understand.
Yes, people do make mistakes.
I hope and pray that you're going to give your people more than I made a mistake and I'm sorry.
I have dedicated the last 3 years to the.
I'm sorry, you dedicated what?
I dedicated my time and my services to the city to make it better. How?
Yes, how? How did you make the city better?
So far, I've gotten 4 grants to make the city better.
What have you done since you've been in office to help us? What have you done?
You've gotten the board to have 4 grants.
You hired more police officers to harass the children around here because they don't have nothing to do. You painted a mural that nobody pays attention to because you wasted all the money that you should have put into these children, or maybe some of these abandoned properties around here. I want to hear one good thing that you've done since you've been here for any color, any minority, any type of person in this room. Black, white, Chinese, Asian, anything. What have you done since you've been here? You went on your face. And don't trip over your words. Don't trip over your words because you're making yourself look like a fool in front of everybody. But you've done that already. So I want you to take a couple seconds. Everybody be quiet. Let her think for a minute. Give her a moment. Let her think. Let's give her a moment of silence so she can get her thoughts together.
We improved the parks.
What part?
Wait.
What part? You put down old ass tires that you broke up and it's cold that kids are playing on. So you put down old tires. There's still mold up there. I take my kids there when it is open because it's not open 7 days a week. So now again, I want to ask you, what did you do? Besides get a nice house probably, spend all of the money that we pay in taxes, support you and your family, but we can't get nothing from you except for some racist comments?
So can we go back to the original question before?
You're never
Why? Can we go back to the original question though? And can we give her like 20 seconds to answer before we even say anything? Why do you feel like you should be the face of Arnold?
To make it better and help the community.
How do you feel like saying things like get the hose is helping our community? I'm sorry, like I said, you have to understand for every action there's a reaction, so there's a consequence for everything you do. Every
remember? So we want the resignation. That's what we're asking for. And we're not tearing down buildings, we're not setting stuff on fire, we're not shooting things up, we just want the resignation. 1,000 signatures to get you out, and you're still refusing. So how much are you doing good for Arnold? You get where I'm coming from? And live your life. Like, get off the podium.
Yeah, please, you can only hear up here if one person talks at a time. There's enough time for everybody to talk. So just ask them to keep well, we're asking to keep it orderly, please. We want to give everybody an opportunity to talk. So just move through the line and please, we'll welcome your comments. Go ahead, ma'am.
Get out.
Thank you.
Or I'm calling.
My name is Hannah Owen.
Or I'm
I'm from
calling.
But you probably think you've heard enough of the bullshit that you posted on Facebook, but I don't think you have. So let me just say this. The things that you posted were absolutely egregious, and for that, you should resign. The things that you said, you're not upset because it offended anyone. You're upset because you got caught. You had your immediate gratification by posting what you did and looking it up, and now there's backlash. And now you don't want to say, people make mistakes, yes, but you are an official. We voted you in. You are now held to a higher standard, and you're accountable for everything you do. We voted you in. You get paid to be the face of Arnold. You get paid to be our voice. And you posting that destroyed our voice, negated everything that people in the civil rights have fought for, get the hoses. As a black female, I am offended. For every black person in here, I am offended, and you should resign.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brandon Sharpley. I'm going to start off saying I'm also a grateful recovering alcoholic. This is one of the last couple days that I have. I'm going to be able to walk the streets freely because I got a bracelet coming on here. Yeah, so you ain't got to check my record. Trust me, I got one. But what I wanted to say is, first of all, the turnout here is amazing. I grew up on the east side of Pittsburgh. All right? I've only been in Kensington for about 6 years now. And one thing that's special about New Kent and Arnold is the diversity. I grew up in such a segregated town. I grew up in Penn Hills. We moved there in the 80s, okay? Weeks before we moved into our house, there was a cross burned on the yard across the street. And I went through a lot of, cultural identity crisis and whatnot. Growing up, my family being from Homewood, but living in Penn Hills, I didn't know where I fit in. And then in my 30s, I moved out here. And I find this utopia, okay? There is something special out here in Arnold, New Kensington that isn't anywhere else in the city or anywhere else in the country that I've lived. Everybody is operating together in harmony. We need, now sure, there's some bad apples, like myself included, when I start sipping, but I personally believe, and when I apologize for something, y'all, it's normally because I did something wrong when I'm saying, I'm sorry, and I do hope that people accept my apology. And, for your apology, you know what? I forgive you, but we're not going to forget what you posted. I forgive you because I'm not going to carry hatred around in my heart for you. I'm not a practicing Christian, but I am a man of conviction, and I've done a lot of things wrong in my life. So from my heart, I forgive you. People make mistakes. But if you look around this room, and you look at the diversity in this room, we need someone that represents the people. We need someone that represents this diversity. And, you know, one thing that I learned in Alcoholics Anonymous is that, you know, when I do things or did things that were wrong, and, you know, to make an amends. And I think that the perfect way for you to make an amends to this community would be to step down. You've got people on the panel that I'm sure you're friends with them. They agree that you need to step down, man. You know, it's like we're beating a dead horse. And the last thing I want to say is, we've got somebody in the Oval Office right now that says things so much worse than what he said on the same damn line of that, okay? And he won't even say I'm sorry. So, I forgive you. Please, just hand it over to somebody else. I see Aaron. Aaron would be a great candidate. We got my man Jerry right here would be a great candidate. Okay? There's all sorts of people in here that I think are more fit to hold the position. Thank you for letting me share.
My name is Dawn Elizabeth Gillian. I live on Rankin Street. I graduated Valley High School in 2015, and I'm currently a senior at IUP for Education. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I am a product of this community. I'm a product of my mother that's worked so hard to bring me up in this community. And I don't know if you remember me, but I was campaigning against you for mayor when you first ran for Philip McKinley. I was in Valley Middle School with my twin sister and my mother. We were there campaigning against you. And I was not even 15, 16 years old. So I don't know if you remember me, but that's our interaction. I teach 6-year-olds every single day for 8 hours a day. I was inspired by the upbringing I had from Valley High School to go into education, to teach the youth how to treat each other, how to love each other, how to value education, how to value their neighbors. If I have to tell 6-year-olds every single day that what they're doing is wrong, to put that back, to treat your classmate with fairness and kindness, how can I teach them that when we have officials, elected officials, that can't even do the same thing? How can we do that? How can I teach those kids? Of all races, of all religions, of all colors, we treat each other fairly. But we have you not representing these people, and we're here. We love each other. We're here because we love Arnold. We're here because we want to be represented. I don't want to be ashamed of where I come from because of the remarks you've made, because we work hard. I know a lot of people who work so hard in this room to make New Kensington, Arnold, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania a better place. We are the hope for our future children in this room. Please do the honorable thing and resign.
Good evening, everybody. Good to see so many out here. I'm Jerry Jefferson, 1730, Constitution Boulevard, longtime resident, born citizens general. You know what I mean? Some of the last of us, and I want to directly address you, Mayor Piccone. So I'm a local minister, and when you get in the scripture, you see this word repentance. And repentance is never just a I'm sorry, but it's a turning. It's actually saying I was going this direction, now I'm going to go back this way. I would respectfully ask that you resign. I think the honorable thing to do, and actually showing genuine, you're saying, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, and showing a genuine concern for the people that you represent. if they're asking that you go, the right thing to do would be to step down. And I'm not sure, I don't know your answers or your reasons why not, but genuine repentance is, I was wrong, I blew it. This is the consequence. I'll deal with that. And so, if your people are asking you, that voted you into office, to resign, you should honor that request if you're really serving the people. So that would be my address to you. Now to the people. What up, Arnold? It is great to see everybody out here. You know, there was a protest a couple weeks back. I was there, and I started what I had to say with an apology. Because some of you have been to city council meetings before. Yes. And some of you have heard what's going on. Yes. Some of you have been very active in trying to get people into office, right? I apologize, because I haven't been. And so just recently I preached a sermon and decided to become more involved in what's happening in the local political arena. But as I address you guys, us, remember the power isn't up there. So as we bring up all these issues about our kids, they don't even have the ability to change it. We do. We do. And the people that are up there are representative, the people who we chose. So when we sit on the sidelines and don't show up for a city council meeting, don't show up for a redevelopment meeting, don't show up to vote, then this is what we get. So I apologize for my lack of inactivity.
I accept your apology.
Now I'll say this, right? Somebody mentioned 18th Street and getting that ball field back up.
Yeah, it was up.
Yo, I was down there, I swear this was 4 weeks ago, I was down there because my son had 2 games canceled this year. 2 games because Memorial Park got wet. And we got a beautiful field. Memorial Park don't even got dugouts. Right? There's no way to announce. I mean, it's not a good field. Why can't we use 18th Street? And I looked at the scoreboard and I saw National City on the scoreboard. How long has it been since they've been gone? Now here's the thing. Regardless of whether we get the finances or not, I talked to somebody, my brother-in-law will cut the grass. We can teach the young people how to keep the field, how to drag the field. My son got to ride a tractor for the first time dragging the field and do a flip. Felt like he was a grown man because he had some responsibility. So I say that to say we don't need them to do that. If we get permission, yo, we can do it, right? We can raise the money. We can do the work. The same thing somebody had mentioned, building steps. Building steps. Yeah, right? Yo, when she said you still hopping the wall, look, I did it Monday. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, right? So if you walk down and you know what it is, right? But so here's the thing, and I don't want to take up a ton of time. See, with those steps, once again, the power isn't up there, the answers aren't up there, they're out here, they're in our community. Yes. We have carpenters. Yes. We have guys who, in fact, how many of y'all know Tommy that walk around with the mower? Y'all know Tommy with the dreads? All the black dude, right? How many of y'all knew Tommy played a harmonica? Yes. He actually played the same harmonic that Stevie Wonder played. 6 harmonicas in one. How do you do that? But here's the thing. These gifts are laying dormant all over our community. Yes. Not up there. Yes. The answers are here. They're on this side of the table, not that side. So, and that's no disrespect to y'all. You are elected officials, right? No disrespect to you guys at all. But understand that the power lies on this side of the table, yes. Not that. Thank you, guys. Yes.
So Karen, I want to address you directly because you are my neighbor, right? And when I read that, not only was I offended as a black person in this community, in this county, in this state, in this country, but I was offended because I grew up with you. I played with your kids. You know, the block is very diverse. So for you to say that it made me question our relationship. It made me question, is that how you really felt about myself and our other neighbors? And I see you shaking your head, but you have to understand that we fan that. I protested. Would you have supported anyone closing me down? And that's what I want you to understand, that you can't compartmentalize those comments, because they don't just go to only this person and only that person. But I was affected by that because those comments were directed towards me, and you know me, right? And you know that I don't deserve that. So I just wanted to address you personally because I haven't seen you to be able to do that. But I wanted to let you know why I was offended personally, because I thought I knew you better than that. But I'm going to change the subject because I'm very happily you guys are here. Arnold, I have been to the New Ken meetings for the last 3 months about Schreiber. I'm kind of shocked that I haven't seen you all there, because we all know that New Ken is a nonprofit, and nonprofits don't necessarily have to pay taxes, right? And New Ken has told me that they hope to pay the taxes, but by no means right now are they obligated to do that, right? So from school board, that's $200,000 out of my budget. That's 4 teachers. For Arnold, that's $70,000. For New Ken, that's $20,000 that can be gone. My question to you is, why haven't I seen you guys there pressing them and questioning them on, 1, what is the plan? 2, how are they going to guarantee that we are still going to be receiving that money, because we can't afford to miss not $1. And also, I've been pressing them about making sure that it is our citizens that are going to be benefiting from the result of us owning that building. Where is our training for our citizens? Because right now, we don't have any training for our citizens to fill those jobs. And what I'm asking is, can I come here and ask you all today, because I think everyone said enough, I'll give you a break, is to stand with me and to support me and pressing them to making sure that that building is not only just a building to say, hey, we own it, but it is really going to benefit our community. So I've come here today to ask you all to stand with me to petition for them to make sure that that building and the ownership of that building and the risk that we are taking on by owning that building is not going to be a loss for our community. So.
I've had several meetings with Mayor Guzzo, and he assures me that there would be no loss of revenue to his sister city. He said that there will be no way that they would do anything to hinder us in a revenue way. Like, he's going to do his best to see that this was all taken care of. I can't answer for why we've not been there, but we have had correspondence back and forth with New Ken.
Right, and I understand that. And I went to them and I told them I understand their hopes and their aspirations, but I can't pay my bills with hope. You know, I had to raise taxes because I couldn't guarantee that I was going to get that money. I have to be responsible. So I'm asking you, as a tax-paying citizen of Arnold, to stand with me and to stand with the school board in making sure that that's not going to be a hope and dream, because I don't have anything in writing. Hope, you know, you can say everything you want verbally, but I need something in writing. So I'm just asking you all to stand with me and to get them to have that in writing. Because right now we have nothing in writing. We were not invited to the table as far as purchasing that. We were not involved in it. It was like, it's already done. Right, but we're being affected by that sale. So I'm just asking you to stand with me.
We definitely will, because we don't want to see that either. It's very crucial. $70,000 to Arnold. That's a lot of our budget.
Right. That's why I'm surprised that I haven't seen you all down there and pressing them. So
I see you on Facebook.
Melvin Smith, New Ken City.
Mayor, in 1971, 1972, I was sitting at a city council meeting in Kensington when the mayor tendered his resignation. At that time, I stood up and I said to the mayor, "You can't resign. You asked the people in this community to vote for you, and the majority of them did. Now, right now, the majority of the committee, as the citizens, are upset with you, as am I. But you cannot resign. Tonight, I'm asking you to resign. I'm praying that you will resign." The difference in my position is the mayor had done some things that he thought was right, the community thought was wrong, and that's his prerogative. He did wrong trying to do right, and that's what mayors do. I'm asking you to resign because you've got 30 to 40% of this community afraid of you. You are in control of the police department. You dug up some kind of footage that I was hoping to erase from my memory of young black kids being gunned down with those water cannons. And you implored the city of Pittsburgh to bring some cash to gun down those protesters who clearly don't have jobs since they're out here on the street. You made a statement that you cannot walk back. You can change. You can become a better person, but you cannot do it as a sitting mayor. Tonight, you should resign. You should step away. You have said over and over that you love Arnold. Prove your love. Step down.
My name is Ronald White. I'm a longtime citizen of this valley. Also a local pastor. And I also, like Mr. Smith, have been back there in that era where there was guns, there was water guns, there was dogs, and we weren't allowed different places. But you know what? I also know that I was from New Kensington in Arnold. And you know what? We got to a point that we were united. Our kids united us. And we come together on a lot of things. But listen, Mayor, yeah, you know what? You may now be sorry, but you know what? You got a staff. And now, not only words that you said, they have to live with also. They have to deal with also. They get the looks for what you said. And you know what? It is only fitting for them that you now would say that you're really sorry. And you know what? And you know what? You're allowed to change your mind, and you're allowed to step down. Remember, there was a president that said that he would not step down. But then, because of all of what happened, he had to step down. You have to step down. There's no other way. You cannot as a person continue to live and to walk up and down these streets and call yourself a mayor of Arnold. Let it go. Let it go.
Good evening, Carson Smith again. I spoke earlier about what to do with the $105,000 of Victoria Avenue. At any rate, you've apologized, and I have a problem with that because you said you made a mistake. So I'm one of those type of people who like to put it to the test, if you will. So you've made one mistake that you said about the water cannons, is that right? And you apologize for that, right? Now, I have two questions. Did you also say something about Obama? Mistake number two. So I'm putting it to the test, right? I'm just putting it to the test, that's all. Mistake number three. Did you say something about Muslims? Yes? Oh no, wait. I don't think she answered any of those questions, did you? I'm sorry, you have a microphone right there, right?
What did you say? I can't hear you.
Was that 3 yeses or just 1 yes?
Please speak into the microphone, ma'am.
I think everybody would like to hear whether you responded or not. I mean, I can see you because I'm standing here looking at you.
Microphone check.
So that's 3 yeses. And you expect us to have faith in you as the mayor of Arnold? Isn't the internet a beautiful thing?
It is.
My name is Melissa Charlton, 1918 Alcoa Drive. Mayor, as a woman, you of all people should know how long it has taken us and people of color to get where we are. We fought for the right to vote. We fought not to sit in the back of the bus. We fought for Roe v. Wade. We fought for people of color to fight in our military. The Tuskegee Airmen were one of the best units that we had. You know and make light of how hard we have fought. This isn't the 1950s or the 60s. For you to want to hurt people with water cannons and the like is going a bit too far, and it makes you unfit to be mayor. If you would like to go back in time, then please go after you resign.
Hey, Mayor, I want you out of there. I want you out of the office. Yeah, I want you out.
You know, look at who your constituents are. And at this moment, white people aren't embarrassing me. They're here. But you embarrass me, ma'am. You truly do. Why is there not one single black worker for your buildings, your codes, your city, any of that? Why when black people make up such a majority of your community, you have not one black cop? Why is that? What qualified your son? Wait, hold on, I'm not finished. You said a whole lot. You said a whole lot. What makes that okay? Where's the picture? Your community's so diverse, and I'm so proud of that. Where's the diversity in our representation?
We had an ad in the paper for,
really? An ad in the paper?
No one applied. Not one person applied.
Because he didn't go on Facebook.
Not one minority worker applied for a city position. Not one black worker applied for a city position.
Nobody applied at all.
Department of Public Works, a person of color never applied. Whether it be brown, not one. He's overqualified. And he never applied. This gentleman back here, ma'am. Excuse me, my example. This gentleman back here, he's not qualified. He didn't apply. I'm sure he pays his taxes. He applied. He applied. Why was he turned down? Who was more qualified? Like I said, but my whole point for him being here.
John, did he apply for it?
Let me tell you something. My name's Mike Torres. I lived in the area for a long time. I'm way overqualified than some of your workers. That's right. Way overqualified.
Mike, what job?
I actually applied for summer help. $10 an hour pushing a push mower, not self-propelled.
Recently?
Old equipment. No, I've been done. I've been done. It's about 2 years now. Okay? They hired somebody else. Okay? I was overqualified. But I didn't get in. Now,
excuse me 1 minute. Are you familiar with that application?
No, he's asking you.
I don't, that's not my department.
Sir, was that 2018?
what's that?
Did you apply this year in 2018?
I have not applied for a reason that when I was working for summer help, so I didn't get fired. My end of the time was done because it was just summer help. So I didn't reapply because they wasn't hiring nobody. But if you see the new person that they got now, he got hired. Hence, I didn't. I have way more qualifications.
Well, I thought we did, if you're talking about city work, the
City work.
Public Works and Streets
Yes.
Department, that is my department now, but it only has been since January. And we did have ads, I did contact various people, and if you would please stop at City Hall and fill out an application. We're not doing summer help this year, it wasn't budgeted for, which is not my fault because I had nothing to do with my budget for this department for this year. It was written last year. But sir, I would very much like to talk to you and find out your qualifications. If you would please stop at City Hall, see Mrs. Joe Beck right there. I would please fill out an application so I can contact you. I would love to work with you. And if you can't help my department, I would like to help you find another position.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hello, I'm Anthony Cooper. I'm 50 years old. I've been here for a very long time, maybe not long as you have been, but guess what? You keep saying you're coming back. I think we'll have to get the NAACP up here because you have a big room here. It's not over. We're going to keep coming back. Month or year, we're going to come back and let you know what you put in that paper, it came from your mind, your heart, and your soul to our people. Remember that. What you implemented in our mind is going to reach out throughout the world. So when you go to sleep, remember all your mind what you did to our society. We are one people, and you just divided us completely. Thank you.
I really just want, and I'm going to let you answer. Your intentions wasn't to hurt anybody. Your intentions weren't to be rude or offend, or it wasn't targeted at nobody. So what were your intentions? Was it for a laugh? Was it for a ha-ha or a love?
I did not know that that was from that time.
But that doesn't tell me what were your intentions to say that you want to hold us. What were your intentions? It's not. Which I don't care if it was from yesterday.
Everybody go to Google and look at holding black people. That's what she got.
No, I really want to know what her you know for a fact it wasn't to offend her. So that was
it for a laugh? Did you think it was funny?
I'm not saying what it was meant for, what was it meant for. Protesters.
Are you just ignorant? I got a question.
Protesters, period.
Black or white?
So what were your intentions? So protesters can get home.
That was your intention to say that all peaceful protesters of any color should be held. That's what you just said your intention.
Now, my name is Arnold City I live in Kensington. Now, here's the thing. I just don't understand. You said it was taken out of context. And I still have not heard exactly what the context was. But if you're saying you were just saying it for anybody to be heard, when the Tiki Torch Brothers was out there protesting, I didn't hear nobody say anything about turning their own one. Why is that? And they were very violent. So why is that? These people are out there marching a peaceful protest about a young man, black man, that was shot in the back while running. While running. And you say, well, he had a criminal record. We'll come to find out he didn't. So now again, did you do it for the likes? I don't know. How many likes did you get? How many loves did you get? How many data girls did you get? And with that, I'll rest my case.
If anybody in this room, since you didn't know it it was gonna offend anybody. You purposely went on 1960 black riot and found the picture, because I just pulled it up. You went on 1960 riot and found that picture. So who didn't you want to offend? White people? Oh, thank you. Who did you not want to offend? I'm waiting.
I did not know, and I
You didn't want to answer my question.
1960s era.
Whatever it was.
Say that one more time. You Googled 1960 riot and found that picture. I just want to say, are you going to resign or not? Are we coming back here? Are we going to be outside of the office every other day? Are we going to be here, or are you just going to resign?
I am not going to resign.
I know it's been a long night. I just have one last question. I just have one question. So, because it dawned on me that this is all politics, right? This is politics, right? I get it. I get it. So you won't resign because there's some sort of underlying issue somewhere, right? Who paid for your campaign?
Underlying issues for what?
Eric Dow paid for her campaign?
No, Eric Duff is not paying.
Oh, well, that explains why you won't resign. Because if Eric goes and you go, Eric goes. So that's why you won't resign. That makes a lot of sense now. See, not everybody here is stupid, maybe. But it's all starting to make a whole lot of sense. So that's the reason. No comment, right? Oh, you have the news cameras here, so no comment? Is that how you convert?
Is that the reason I'm not resigning? I will tell you that Eric, Chief Dow is an excellent officer. I don't have one officer.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I'm just curious to know if that, because see, you have a whole city majority that's totally against you, and you're representing a diversified city. So there's a bigger reason for you not stepping down. And there was a motion that nobody up there really, because a lot of people was talking or what have you, to write to the higher power to have you removed. Right? But a motion was put on the floor, see, I pay attention, but nobody really said whether they were going to second or move in a direction to get that done.
I didn't forget about it. I'm bringing that back out, that there was a motion on the floor. As of right now, till the meeting is over, there's a motion on this floor. In West Shore, Mayor, about 2 years ago, did the same thing, and they asked for him to be removed by Governor Wolf, said he would support the Senate to remove him. And this happened 2 years ago, Facebook post, same similar situation. So I'm asking this council, each and every single one of us, take a vote here tonight to sign the letter individually asking her to be removed. So again, I have a motion to have our solicitor write a letter to Governor Wolf and the Senate requesting her removal from office.
As soon as the comments are done, we'll finish with the business. So we want to give everybody an opportunity to comment, and then Mr. McKinley's motion will be entertained.
Oh, wait, we're done. We need to see whether y'all...
Wait. You may be done, but they may not be done.
The children of Arnold want to speak to this woman.
So, if anybody else wants to speak, please do it now. And then we'll continue on with the meeting.
Okay. My name is Raymond Thomas, 1931 Victoria Avenue. And again, I speak from a personal point of view. I knew you as Miss Karen, have been your neighbor since I was 8 years old until I moved and purchased my own home, a block up from you. As a mother, 5 young children, 4 of them being 4 little black boys, who take Taekwondo with your grandchildren, who also know you as Miss Karen. It is disheartening and completely insulting. You want to make excuses for the canon codes and all that and the civil rights. The fact that you said they don't care about jobs, they don't work anywhere. I came here in my scrubs because I am a registered nurse. Walked across the stage 4 times, may do more. I am capable to saving your life. Have you passed out right now? It is a shame. Again, my parents, retired, worked long, hard hours. My father, as you know, again, your neighbor for the past over 25, 28 years. Bilateral amputee, because when he served in the Vietnam War, he was affected by Agent Orange. You know us. And when you made that post, you spoke for all of us. And it is not right. You cannot judge one person and group us as a whole. Miss Karen, not Mayor Karen, Miss Karen, I beg you to continue to do your job as a citizen and resign. We cannot use you as a mayor. I have my babies down here, and I wish the baby, the 4-year-old, was awake. You may have seen him on the news, so I will speak for him. Jesus loves the little children. All the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children.
Virginia Malone, 2023 Beachman Avenue, Arnold. Lived here all my life. 1966, Citizens General. 1984, Valley High School. My mother taught me to treat everyone the same. I'm a woman, I'm white, and I'm a Democrat. You don't represent me. Protesting is a constitutional right. You must be against the Constitution as well.
If y'all didn't notice me, my shirt says "Vote for Antoinette for Mayor." I thought you were supposed to protect us, Mayor Piconi, but you didn't. Instead, you offended us. No, you already said you're sorry. That's not going to help now. You only said that because they told you to say that.
Somebody's kid, bro. You can't even answer her. Yeah, I know you see that. You're done nigger. Come walk down third. Come walk down third. You can't answer my
And you might see me outside.
Okay. That's right. Let me
You got my vote.
Well spoken.
Vote for Antoinette. Vote for Antoinette.
Is there anybody else?
If you didn't mean what you said, then why did you say it?
Sometimes when people do things, they just don't think. And at that point, I did not think, and I apologize to you.
Well, I need to tell you this. Why are you apologizing now, and you already said the things that you had to say?
Did you ever do anything that you were sorry for? And
No, because I am a good child.
sometimes.
I don't mind nothing else to say.
Anybody else?
Hi, my name is Melissa Polito, and I live on Woodlawn Avenue. I really toyed with whether to speak up and say something or not. I brought my son with me because he needs to learn that just because you are an official and you are a leader for our community, you cannot say whatever you want. You sit behind that keyboard and you type away thinking that you have no consequences. You have consequences. I keep going back to a childhood lesson where you take the tube of toothpaste and you squirt it on the paper plate, and then your parents give you a toothpick and tell you to put it back, put the toothpaste back in the tube. You can't do it. Once it comes out of your mouth, the damage is already done and the damage has been done. At this point, we appreciate your apology, even if it's not heartfelt, but that's not what we're looking for. Every single action has a consequence, and you need to accept your consequence.
Hi, I am Logan Polito. I am his son, and I have one question. What kind of mayor are you?
Yes, my name's Wayne Harris. I live at 2039 Ridge Avenue. I worked for the city of Arnold for 35 years as a records clerk and a dispatcher, and this is the second mistake Mayor made. The first mistake she made is I had a Sergeant Nixon from our police department came into the building and assaulted me. They fired him. She was not the mayor yet. When she became the mayor, she hired him back. With all of his back pay, everything. So this is the kind of mayor we have that allows people to do whatever they boldly do or whatever they want to do. And the second time it happened, I went to council and I wanted to say to the mayor in council that I was working for John Paul Junta. And I was up at Mount St. Pete's doing a funeral for your mother, Karen. Sergeant Nixon drove his truck right at me. Okay? I wanted to speak to you on the floor, and you told me it was a management problem. It was not a management problem because I didn't work for the city anymore, and he wasn't in uniform. But all you had to do was call him in and say, don't bother this kid ever again. You never did that.
I called you how many times, Wayne, and I sent text messages to you, you never answered.
Please, Karen. Please.
You need to come to see.
I'm not going to your, listen, I'm not going to the mayor's office to talk to you. I wanted to talk to the mayor and council. And you people that are sitting up on council know that you told me that it was a department problem. Not a department problem.
I would have hired you back too.
I just want everybody to know this is what goes on in our city.
Is there any other comments? Anybody have an opportunity to speak?
Hold the board.
Is there any other comments? Mr. McKinley?
I would like to make a motion that this council individually sign a letter that's written by our solicitor and send it to Governor Wolf and the Senate requesting Karen Tony, Mayor of Arnold, removed from office.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second to the motion? Second by Mr. B. Is there any question on the motion? Let's take a roll call vote. Mr. Scotty? Yes. Mr. McKinley?
Yes.
Ms. Vernon?
Yes.
Mr. Villa? Yes. Mayor Piconi? Same. 4 affirmatives, 1 abstention. Motion carries. Any other business before the city? Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn, second. All in favor? Meeting adjourned.
Second Tuesday. Second Tuesday every month.
We're going to protest till she gets out. There you go. Next council meeting is not before. Yeah, whenever you decide my number. Yeah, okay, be in touch. Do we have your contact? Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
So Phil, hey, I'm over in New Ken, but thanks for what you did. No problem. It's making us all.
My life was a lot easier a couple years ago. How you doing?